to Soccer Chat. My name is Kenneth Amobing. This episode is channeled towards the Ghana and South Korea game that was played yesterday at 1 p.m. Ghana time. Ghana won that game by 3-2, and I think Ghana played fantastic. We were out of sorts in the second half, but I think we played well. If this is the first time you're watching my video, I'd like you to subscribe to my channel and share. So I'd like to begin with the first 11 of the Ghana team. Otuado didn't really change a lot of things from the first game, that was Ghana versus Portugal. He didn't really change a lot of things. He maintained almost all the players. The only change that he brought was Gideon Mensah for Baba Rahman and Jordan Ayew, I think, for Jeku. Instead of the 3 central defenders, he played 2 this time around. Okay, so in post we had Lawrence, Ate, Ziggy. On the right was Tarek Lamte, who yesterday played well. He was all over the pitch. He gave maximum best. Amate and Salisu played the 4 and the 5. Gideon Mensah played the number 3 position. That's the left back for the Black Stars. In the middle, there was a double pivot of Partey, Thomas Tay Partey, and his partner in the 6th row. The double pivot was Abdul Samed Salis. The 3 players just before Williams was Kudus, Ayew, and Ayew. That is Jordan and Dede. And Inaki Williams played up front as the lone striker. And I'll try to give you the lineup of the South Koreans. Their keeper and the 4 defenders all have the same name. So keeper Kim, the left back, right back Kim, 4 and 5 Kim. They also had 2 pivots, that is Young and Wan. On the left was of Tottenham. In the middle, just behind the striker who scored 2 goals, was June. 22 was the player on the right. Kwon and Cho was the number 9 that scored both goals for the South Koreans. Yeah, so this is the first 11 for both Ghana and South Korea. So we zoom in straight into the first half action. That's when Ghana scored the 2 goals, and I would like to commend Jordan Ayew for a wonderful performance. Jordan Ayew played some scintillating football. Jordan Ayew was off the hook yesterday. Jordan Ayew played, I think, his best game for the Black Stars. He was all over the pitch, and I think he gave the assist for both goals. The first goal for Salisu was a cross from Jordan Ayew, an in-swinger from Jordan Ayew, and the second goal by Kudus was also a cross from Jordan Ayew. I think he was perfect. In the first half, Ghana, we were not attacked too much. We played to our strength. I think what we used to defeat South Korea yesterday was our strength. You know, the Koreans, the Asians, the Koreans, the Japanese, and those people from that part of the world are very quick. So they play with a lot of speed. Yeah, so that was their strength coming into this game, because in their press conference they made mention of some of these things that they were going to use to exploit the Ghana back because the Ghana had a weak defense. The Ghana side had a weak defense. So we played to our strength. Otuado played or told the boys to play to their strength because the boys are strong. They are strong on the ball. If we had played the fast game with these Koreans, it would have been a different ball game altogether. We played to our strength. We used a lot of physical ability, the likes of Kudus, Pate, Samet in the middle, and even Jordan Ayew. They were very brutal in the middle of the pack. They made sure that the South Koreans were not able to maneuver their way. Son of Tottenham played. Actually, he didn't play anything. He was just a passenger in the game, just trying to do one or two. But you could tell that he was panting all through the game. He couldn't dribble. Son is known for speed and power, but yesterday the speed and power left him. He didn't know where the speed and power had been placed, and he just walked into the park out of sorts. And that was because of the strength of the Ghanaians. Pate was strong in the middle. Samet was strong in the middle. Kudus was strong in the middle. And I'll dove my hat off for Kudus every time. I think Kudus was my man of the match, and so far he's my man of the tournament. Yesterday he was unplayable. You couldn't get the ball off Kudus. He went behind to defend. He came out front to join Inaki. He scored 2 goals. And this is how the first goal happened. Jordan Ayew got the ball, made some dribbles, and the defenders had joined the attack. So when the ball was swung in, the defenders were out of sorts. Salisu could easily push the ball or head the ball into the back of the net. The second one came just like the first goal. Also, Jordan Ayew flanging the ball, and Kudus was able to get behind the defense and get the second goal. So the first half ended pretty easy. It was cool. We were not troubled so much. Ghanaians could flex. It was 2-0. 2-0 was easy street. This is the first time watching a Ghana match, and one of the few times watching Ghana match, and first half. This is one of the few times that I've actually watched the Ghana match, and we scored 2, and we were actually cruising. It was easy street, and we were calling for more of the same. But the game changed in the second half. The Koreans were able to score 2 in 3 minutes. I don't know what caused that. I don't really know what caused the defenders to slip, but I think the Ghanaian team panicked when the first goal went into the net. The Ghanaian team panicked when the striker Cho, yesterday he was devastating. He really punished the Stars for being sloppy at the back. Amate and Salisu were the ones. If I'm the coach, if I'm Otuado, I would have blamed them, because those 2 crosses, the first goal, Salisu, marked Cho poorly, because you could tell that Cho was heading, for the ball, and Salisu just, relaxed, thinking that the ball was coming to him, before he realized the ball was in the back of the net. And the second goal as well, Gideon Mensah, what was he doing? Gideon was caught ball watching. I think Ziggy didn't know whether to come out of his pool or stay in the pool, and he got, he was shell shocked. It was a classic goal. So 2-2. Ghanaians were angry. I was livid. It was crazy. I didn't know what to do because we were leading. We were 2 goals. We were gone. 2 goals ahead. Everything was fun. You know, where I was watching the match, it was crazy. Those who were dancing were dancing. And in Ghana, there's something called what's the name? In Ghana, there's something called Soloku.
One will blasters awaji kapuda. Missing one will blasters awaji kapuda. Blasters in ye cap maunhuda. The last time 82. One will blasters awaji kapuda. One national team ya di trophy ni diagro e diasa tere bara that would do chisele Soloku special na se uchi e maiba uti.
Yes, Soloku. Where we were watching the match, Soloku was going on. You understand? Soloku, people were doing Soloku. The guys and the girls, yeah, they were doing Soloku. It's a form of dance between guys and girls. So yeah, it was crazy. And all of a sudden, we were back at 2-2. I was thinking, I was puzzled, but a bright light came up in my head. I was like, these guys were able to score 2 goals against them. So I think we can go again. So in my mind, I was telling the coach, tell them to push forward. Tell them to push forward. And then Jordan Ayew, the same Jordan Ayew who gave 2 assists, got the ball, held his own, pushed it a little to Gideon Mensah. And lo and behold, the cross. And I want to take my time and digest this part of the goal. You see, there were 2 things that happened when Gideon Mensah crossed the ball. Inaki Williams slipped. Before I came on set, I read something from a journalist who works with one of the local TV stations, and I didn't understand. He was trying to tell people not to be angry with Inaki Williams and be patient, but like the first video I did with the Ghana and the Portugal game, the mistake Inaki Williams did, he committed the same blunder yesterday, and if it wasn't for More Kudus, if it wasn't for More Kudus, we would have been holding our heads in our hands again, like on that Portugal match day, because Inaki had the goal begging at his mercy, and he fluffed the ball. He couldn't put the ball at the back of the net, but thankfully Kudus was behind. He break the ball, he was calm, and he finished. And I think Kudus deserves to be commended. He's played a wonderful tournament. As of now, he's my man of the tournament. He's not put a foot wrong. Kudus hasn't put a foot wrong. He's played, the best. And this is his first tournament, his first World Cup, and playing like this. I can't wait to see him, grow. He's only 23, 22. I can't wait for him to actually grow and start to get into his prime. He's going to be a wonderful player. I think this guy is going to take over from the likes of Michael Essien, Stephen Appiah, and all those Ghana greats, Abedi Pele, all those Ghana greats. Yeah. So I think the goal was brilliant. It had us jumping from left to right. And the next thing I want to talk about is the last 10 minutes of the match. The last 10 minutes of the match was scary. That is how I'm going to describe it. It was scary. I was afraid. I was afraid. I'm not somebody who scares easily, but the last 10 minutes of the match, I was afraid. I was so afraid because the Ghana coach Otuado, I'm forced to think that he told the guys to do that. He told everybody to be behind the ball and defend for their lives. And it was a horror show. The chances kept on coming. If we were playing a good team, I'm afraid, if we were playing Brazil, France, they would have scored. They would have scored because you cannot defend so deep in your own half. If you defend so deep in your own half, you leave yourself up for mistakes, own goals, So maybe we can defend, but at least push the line up a bit and try to stand your ground. But they were defending so deep, the balls kept on coming. At a point, I felt we were going to draw that match because the pressure from the South Koreans were so much. But thankfully, we were able to hold our own and, defend till the 90 minutes were up. We didn't concede another goal. I think I'll give the Ghana team for winning a 70% out of 100. A 70% because at least we won the match. We got maximum points. We are now third on the league log behind Portugal, and it wasn't too badly. It wasn't too badly. And as I'm speaking, Senegal has scored one against Ecuador. Holland has scored one also against Qatar. Qatar already out, so they are just playing for formality's sake. But Senegal is leading against Ecuador, and they are doing well. They are doing very well. Yeah. So that is the breakdown of the Ghana match. I think going to the last match against Uruguay, I think we are going to give the Uruguayan team a run for their money. Suarez, Cavani, Nunes, all those guys. I watched their match against Portugal last night. I don't think they have enough Arsenal to stop the Ghanaian team, and I think this Ghanaian team can defeat anybody. We are likely to play Brazil when we get out of this group. We are likely to play Brazil when we get out of this group, and I feel Ghana can beat any team. From what, if FIFA is going to be fair and the refs are going to be fair, and I think Ghana can actually hurt any team they come against. They're going to play and win against any team that we come against. Ghana can actually go to the semi-finals, and when we get to the semi-finals, who knows? Ghana might be bringing the cup home. So I think this is a very improved performance from the Black Stars. So okay, going into the last segment of the show, this is where we make some predictions, and we have 4 matches today, 2 in the evening. 2 is already on the way. I'm predicting USA, Iran. I'm predicting a draw in that match. I'm seeing a draw in that match against Iran and USA. I don't see the US team beating Iran. And with the last game, England-Wales, I see England winning by a slim margin. I see England winning by a slim margin. Thank you for watching. See you soon.